Hello guys, and welcome to a video documenting, or just a quick playthrough of my own map, just so you guys can know what it's like before you get on the server. This is a server, it's a public server, you guys can get on it if you want, and it's parkour. So, this is where you spawn in. There's this thing that, it hasn't been implemented yet, but when you stand there, it'll take you to rules and stuff for the game. And over here, it'll teleport you to a how to play section, which honestly shouldn't be needed since it's just parkour. And back here we have this kind of cool floating island here. I mean, nothing special, just a giant sphere. Actually, I have some ideas for that. I don't know why there are particles here. Apparently there's an ender chest there? Okay, that's weird. Anyway. So, here are the people who have helped. I don't know why there's nothing written on that. But, credits, command blocks, redstone, and owner / director, heaven of 3, cosmetics / aesthetics, and architect, tech soldier EX2, world edit specialist, and general help, blue ninja EX. Oops, I stepped on that twice. Game tester and assessor of quality, prisoner's mind. So, that's basically. Those are the credits. Those are basically the only people who've helped. I mean, there were a couple people who, like, helped me. There have been people who've, like, helped me test the map. And I'm sorry for not... That's loud. I don't know how loud that was for you guys, but... So, as you saw, you stood on that thing, and the particles came down, gave me nausea, and, did the particles, played this sound, and after a few seconds it teleported me here. When you get here, it says please read, then signs behind you, and it says notes. While you can start any level you want at any time, the scoreboards of levels completed will only go up if you do the levels in order to TP to a level. This is only, when I release this as a map, this will not be here because that won't really be needed. But if you head off to the right here, actually that was probably a bad decision on my part. I don't know why I did the level 1 on the right, and level 1 should be over here, and level 1 should be over there, but it's too late to fix that now. So if we stand here, once again, really loud. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but it's loud for me. And, alright. We've already found a glitch. I still don't know why that happens, but it should have teleported me right here. I will fix that after I finish recording. But you get teleported here. Level 1, this was reset your time. This timer is only for while this is a server. When I just release this as a map, this will not be here. This is just so I can have high scores and stuff, which actually, let's quickly look at right here. So the 5 best times for stage 1 is me, of course, because I'm the greatest. Not really, but I was the greatest at this. I got 8 minutes and 45 seconds for stage 1, and that's my best score. Usually, it's more than that. It's weird how when I turn it all... Anyway, she is one of my, bug testers, kinda. And her best is 10 minutes, 23 seconds, and, of course, Matt with an astonishing 18 minutes and 43 seconds, which he didn't actually do. He gave up when he was on, like, the last one, and so instead of... And he really wanted to be put on there first time, so I just added, like, 5 minutes or so. And assumed that's how long it would have taken him to finish the stage. I should probably raise that, honestly. But here we are at level 1. You can't see it right now, but as I go past this, it resets my timer. So if I want to add anyone to the high scores, I will just look at that. That starts adding time to the timer every second. So let's just reset that, and I have fallen. So as you can see, I have some command blocks, and I've shown them off before, I'm pretty sure, but there are some command blocks that will teleport you when you have fallen a certain distance. That's why the ground is so low, so that there can be jumps where you do jump down, because if the ground was closer, one of two things would happen. Either the jumps where you have to jump down a bit, those would teleport you back to the start, or if you when you hit the ground, it wouldn't teleport you at all. And neither of those are good, so we just have the floor pretty far down there. I mean, not that far, but, you know. So, as you can see, when you get to the end of a level, you press the button, it teleports you, and it says that in the chat. Not only that, but, it also increases your levels completed, which, right now you can see, I just finished 4, and up there next to my name, it says 4, because I have finished 4, and that goes up automatically, and I cannot do this jump. I'm trying too hard to talk, and not enough on actually trying to do the parkour. It also doesn't help that there's a giant microphone in my face, because I have switched to a Blue Yeti with a giant pop filter in front of it, so if I... oh, that's close. So, yeah, I'm not going to be as quick as my record, simply because, 1, I'm recording, and 2, there's a giant microphone in my face that somewhat hinders my vision. I mean, not especially. I can see the entire screen. It's just, it's distracting having... it's right in my view, it's right below the screen. Not literally, but just from my perspective, it looks like it's right below my screen. You know, you guys know what I'm saying, right? Hopefully. Anyway, and it's kind of distracting. But, so, yeah, I'm just making this video to show you guys what the map is going to be like and what the server is currently like. This is open to you guys. I will have, if I remember, I will put an annotation up, and it will be in the description. I probably won't remember the annotation, honestly, but it will definitely be down in the description. And I might edit it in an annotation at the very start, rather than right then when I said it. There should be a green block right there, but there is not. So, the levels get progressively harder, especially once you get to level, I believe, 11. Once you get to 11, they start getting... they aren't... like, right now, these levels are kind of boring. They're just 3-block jumps, 3-block wide, I mean, but with varying difficulty. And those little 1-block jumps to throw you off, so your rhythm and stuff is thrown off, which has gotten me twice now. Sadly. My own trick is failing me. Okay. So maybe... okay, yeah. So, someday I will get past this, but as you guys will see when we get to stage 10, at 10 it gets a little bit cooler than this, but once you get to 11, it really starts getting pretty cool. I incorporate different elements, I add in some command blocky things, and that is an excellent, what just happened is an excellent way for me to show that there are bugs. The main thing, if you don't get teleported back, it is probably because you walked off of a low jump and you didn't fall far enough, because you have to fall a certain distance for you to be able to... okay, so here we are at level 11, and as you can see, it starts getting a little bit more interesting. There's this glass barrier, even though both sides are identical, but it is kind of cooler. They're 1-block jumps and whatnot. You go down a little bit more. But this isn't, like, this is better, but that doesn't make it cool. It's cooler, but, you know. So, I cannot get past my own parkour. I was not expecting to make that, honestly. Okay. Now, this one here is tricky. You have to, a lot of people have played on the server. Not a lot, but, like, there's been at least 40 people. And a lot of people messed up on that because they tried to keep going without stopping. You cannot keep going because you take damage there. So, as you can see here, it starts getting really cool. How that changes, you have to time it perfectly. Not perfectly, but you have to be within a certain margin of error and whatnot. But this is an example of one of the cooler stages. Once you get to stage 2, it starts being like all ladders and TNT stuff. It's pretty cool. I quite like this map, honestly. And the first video I did, when I had it in alpha, I don't know what to call this anymore. I'm not sure it's entirely in alpha anymore, but I'm going to go back because I didn't actually talk about this as I was running over it. So this extends the piston, and you have to get to that block and jump off of it before this retracts, which is quite difficult if you're lagging. And sometimes it's better to just sprint over it, but pistons are weird, and if you sprint at it wrong, you will like go down as if you were down on a slab. But and then here we have a couple command blocks. This will power those command blocks and place redstone blocks under the pistons and open it for a short time, and you have to get off of it quick enough. And then you have to make this, you have to time this correctly while it is quite loud. Let me turn that down. While it is quite loud, it is kind of cool. And as I was saying, I didn't really do a good job of, in the alpha video, Minecraft Parkour Server Alpha, I did not do a good video showing what exactly this is, so I hope an actual playthrough would help you guys. Did you see that right there? I went down a bit because of piston mechanics. If you run across it, you go down. And we should probably... I should actually probably try and concentrate on getting this correct. Well, that didn't work. Anyway, I'm running out of things to talk about while I flounder around here trying to get past my own parkour server, and it is not working. I have run out of things to say. Okay, I did it that time. These right here are virtually identical, except that one you go down and then up, and this one you go up and down. They are the exact same difficulty. More people go on the left than the right, which is... I don't know what that says about the psychology of humans and whatnot, but maybe it seems easier to some people. So here we have... You have to get to that block while the piston is extended, and sometimes it glitches out and pushes you up weirdly, but... Even if you don't wait for that to go up, you still can't get to this block. Then we have this right here. It is not possible to get to that block when the piston is retracted. I'd just like to say that. So, it's actually good to jump when it has been retracted for, like, say, a millisecond. Not a millisecond, but, like, say, 200 milliseconds when it's out. And then it'll go in and out while you're in the air. So, at least that's what I've found. If I remember correctly. I haven't been on the server in a while, but if we go now, yeah, see, I did it right then. And then we have door parkour. This is the first place door parkour is introduced. Basically, if you don't know how to do this, you stand where the door will be, then you open or close it, and you can just jump up. And same thing over here. Then just a regular jump, and as you see, we took damage, but because of the command blocks and why the floor is so low, we didn't get teleported back for falling. Now, this one is quite interesting, and honestly, it's working right now, but a lot of the time, the arrows will disappear while they're in the air, as you can see with the ones back there. I have no idea if that's because I'm far away, or what, but a lot of times they'll disappear before hitting the player, and that will make it harder for... It'll make it actually easier for the player, but... It's supposed to be hard. So you have to get through here without being hit by the arrows, which is incredibly difficult. You have to time it perfectly, but as you can see right now, it doesn't appear to be working correctly. And if you look up, you can see where the arrows will spawn. So right here, there's none spawning because of that. And we have to go up here, because over there's arrows spawning on every block. That's why this is here, and it's a harder jump, but it actually is easier compared to getting hit with a ton of arrows over there. And this jump right here is safe because it spawns the arrows right here and goes that way. I'm not sure how much of this is confusing to you people. Hopefully not terribly confusing. On this level, there's a minecart, and there's this hint area over here. I'm pretty sure it says jump here for hint. Jump here for a tip. That's incredibly hard to read. You guys probably can't because of video quality and whatnot, but be continuously walking forward when in the minecart, because you will go down here, you'll go up here, and this will teleport you down there above air, so you have to be walking forward. And then there's that, which I will get to, and then you can go this way and make it easier for you to get out. So that spawns, whoops, I need my microphone, sorry about that guys. And I was not prepared for the jump because I was fixing my microphone. Alright. But, Yeah, if you're just walking forward as you get teleported out, you're fine. Now this has a minecart going up and down. There's activation things, so you can see when it's going to be activated. It also does something up there, which we will get to in a moment. But the thing about this is you have to be not completely up against that wall, because then you won't be able to get onto the ladders, which is very important. So you have to kind of... I'm not very good at this, but we did it then. Now these, if you guys get to here, I'm terribly sorry, but do not step on those pressure plates. I saw this get a ton of people. Even though not very many people got this far, this got a ton of people. That teleports you back to the beginning. I didn't have a good way, because there is, like, the back wall for this and whatnot, and pistons and stuff, so I couldn't have it just make you fall, so those pressure plates will send you back, so be careful. Now this, you have to get through really quickly while that's down, and then you have to jump out of a 2-block gap, which is kind of difficult, but it is only a 2-block gap there as well. But you have to jump out of a 2-block doorway, which is kind of hard. And as you can see, this is still going up. This level also got quite a few people, because you come up here and you see all this glowstone and you're like, what is this? Now, some of you might be getting this instantly, and of course the people who have been on my server are getting this instantly, because if you've been to this level, then you should know after just trial and error. But there's this wall here, you can't get over it, and you may be wondering what the glowstone is for. Do you have to, like, go over here and follow the glowstone? Maybe? Will that do it? I don't know. Let's try it. Of course it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. What these are is they will tell you where the barrier blocks are. We are standing on barrier blocks right now. I'm not flying. There's just, oops. There are barrier blocks 3 blocks below. I think that's 3 blocks. Yeah, that's 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah. So 3 blocks in between, and that's where the barrier blocks are. And now you may be wondering why there's glass here. It's because depending on which path you take, a jump will be or is not impossible. So if I'd gone that way, this jump right here would be impossible. So let's go over this way. It does seem a bit easier, so let's just do this way. And there is a 1-block jump here, and then a 2-block jump there. But as you can see, once again, we went this way, and this jump is impossible, so we have to go back. And I missed. Okay. But, yeah, so you have to go left. If you're watching this, then you're getting a tip, and anyone who came to my server after watching this knows how to do this. But, you have to go left and then right in order to be able to make it through. And then you jump there. And then there's this thing, which I just wanted to introduce slime blocks pretty early. So we are now on level 17. There are 20 levels in each stage. When the map is released, there will be 4 stages. And, yeah, 4, right? Yeah, there's 4. Currently, there's 1.5. I haven't even finished stage 2 yet, because there's 20 levels in each, and it takes a while, and I also have to do all the different... You guys saw at the beginning that how we got teleported here, the particles and stuff. That takes a while to do with the command blocks, honestly. Now, I didn't say anything about that level. I honestly don't even remember what I did. I don't think there was anything special, just some door parkour, I believe. But here, a lot of people liked this. Now, so I'm going to include this more often. A lot of people liked going into a building when we're already in this room. They liked this idea, and you have to time this, like, just right. And if you just keep going like this, eventually you will get it right. As long as you, oops. I think I might have messed it up. I think that was the time I was going to get in, but, yeah, no. But if you just keep doing it without stopping or trying to time it, eventually you will get in, like I just did, as long as you make the jump. Now, don't try to jump over there. There are barrier blocks up here. I just don't have them actual blocks to make it look a bit nicer. But, yeah, don't try to get up there. There are barrier blocks, like, preventing you. There is no possible jump. Then we have this. There is a sign right there. You can pause the video if you want to read it, or you can get on my server and try to read it. It's nothing important, just a little tidbit that's in there. Here we have some more slime parkour, and then door parkour. Oops, that was not a good idea. And now we're gonna have to do this again, because I am an insanely smart person. Not really. That was an incredible blunder. But, off we go again. Now, I'm not planning on editing this at all, except for possibly at, like, that did not go well. Because I am an incredibly smart person. Now there is a really cool thing to do if the door is closed. You have to do the slime parkour and open the door while you are in the midst of... Okay, I made it. While you are in the midst of jumping, you have to open the door as you're jumping, which is pretty cool if you get it right. Yeah. So, but yeah, we're not going to be able to show off our incredible prowess here. But just like that, and then if we jump over here, do that. Now, do not... Oops. Okay. I will tell you what I was about to tell you do not to in a second. It's a thing that not a lot of people notice, even after... Like, you are probably looking for something to notice right now, and you probably have not. Oops. I am excellent at this game called Minecraft. You guys might want to skip ahead a bit, or I might cut this out, I don't know. Until I get to that spot again. Who knows? I'm not going to edit this. Like, let's be honest, this is not being edited. Why can I not do this? Okay, you guys get the picture. Oh, crap. I have that thing on. I have a thing where if you have the timer on, you cannot go into game mode 1 to keep my staff from cheating. But, okay, here we are, again. And we are going to do things the right way this time. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Boom. All this has been tested, by the way. Everything is possible. Now, what you are not supposed to notice is this, or what you are supposed to notice is this. Do not just try to jump across. It would be possible if this was not here, but it is there. It is not possible. Don't try. You have to use a slime block. And you just barely make it up. But we are now on the last level. In this level, I tried to incorporate everything that had been done before. What I did not include was minecarts, but that's okay. So we have pistons, and then we have that. This is actually faster. Or is it? I don't know if it's faster or not. It kind of feels faster. I don't know if it is. But, let's go ahead and try this. Now, getting this right. Is it faster? No, I guess it can't because those are on 4 ticks. Anyway. Also, don't try to change those. There are barrier blocks. You can't tell when you're in adventure mode, but there are barrier blocks covering everything. And if you do fall there, which I will probably demonstrate now, even if I'm not trying to. Oh, I did it. Oh. But there are barrier blocks here. If you do get stuck here, just jump off rather than walking off. Because if you jump off, it teleports you back. If you walk off, it doesn't. But, other than that, let's try and actually get this correct for once in my life. And I did not do it. Okay, I walked off that time and teleported me back, but it's just a safe safety measure for you to jump off rather than walk off, so you won't have to walk all the way back. Okay, I did that time. Now, you may be wondering, or you may be thinking that we're supposed to jump off that slime block onto the glowstone. You are not. There are barrier blocks below the glowstone if you remember back to the barrier block segment, or level. And then you have to get over to the door, which at the moment it would be probably better if I go to the left, because there won't be a door in my way. And I don't know which way it closes. It probably closes toward the person, so... And I missed. Excellent. That is exactly what I intended. But, as you can see, barrier blocks right here. Jump over here. Boom, boom. And next level. We are now on stage 2. That's why all the blocks are yellow now. So we are on level 1 of stage 2. It just says level 1, but it is stage 2. And as you can see, lots of ladder parkour. At least on the first episode, incorporating in some slime blocks to ladders, and then this what looks like a hard jump, but actually isn't. If you made it this far, that is easy. And unless you're really bad at ladder parkour for some reason, which some people are, I get that, but it wouldn't be a parkour server without ladder parkour. So you have to get over here, and then you have to make this jump, which if you hate those jumps, you're going to hate a level that's... If you hate, like, these jumps where you have to jump to the side and then on the ladders, you're going to hate another one. There's a one where you're standing on a fence, so you can't go this far to the side, and then you have to get onto the side of the blocks with ladders on it. I took damage there for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe I was holding space. Oops. Wait, but when you're holding space, it doesn't do that. Okay, I cannot do this. Eek. We interrupt my incessant talking with silence. And possibly my sister playing the bass, if you can hear that. Sorry about that, if it is in the video. I'm not sure how... Why am I lagging? Did you guys see that? I don't know. But there appeared to be some form of lag. So, if you hit this block, which I'm not sure is possible, you will be teleported back, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but most likely. So, in this you can go... Oh, that's close. In this you can go either way. Whoops, and I messed up. But, I'd like to think I'm better than most YouTubers at parkour. I'd like to think that. I might not be right in thinking that, but I would like to think it. I do not want to put you guys through me doing that level again, so I'm just gonna fly over here and try it from here. Nope. Nope. I wonder if you can just jump completely around it to that. Hold on, let me try that in game mode 2. We're just gonna try and jump to... Oh, that's a much easier way to do it. I didn't even... Okay. Now here, it gets interesting. You get this, and there's TNT, and you have to stand right about here, and you go here. And I think that's pretty neat. But, maybe you don't think that. And that's there so people won't just skip that with the TNT and land way up there. It does not hinder you at all, as far as I can tell. Just don't worry about it. You won't hit it when you jump, unless you have, like, jump boost or something. Which, by the way, the next level is, I believe. You get speed boost and jump boost, and I hate that level. Especially because it uses slabs. You have to, like, get the jump boost right. I don't know why I took damage there. It's a slime block. Maybe I hit the very outer edge. Okay, it's not this level that has the speed and jump boost. But, fences. We have gone into fence territory. For some reason I thought there was glass there. Here it is. This is... I don't know why this is here, honestly. You can't make the jump from there. Originally, that jump was a bit closer, but... Right now, that glass does nothing. It is completely unnecessary. Oops. I should probably be a bit more careful. I'm trying to rush through it whenever I fall so you guys can get back, but that just results in me failing again, and again, and again, and again. So this... Oh, that's what it's for. Okay. It stops you from getting... You have to continue moving forward after you hit that, because you do hit it. I just didn't notice before. So, it makes it harder to get onto the fences. That's all. That might be too difficult for this level, but it is stage 2. People can deal with it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay. If I mess up now... Oh. That makes me mad. For purposes of this video, once again, I am going to be flying over here and just testing this. And I did, that's him. Yay. So next level, stage 3. Now this time, it is faster. And this level is actually... A lot of this level was thought up of by Ben, or Tech Soldier EX2, if you guys know him by that. All of the level, pretty much, was thought up by him, except for this part, I believe. And maybe something at the end. But I just cleaned it up a bit, because he was using cobblestone. He made a lot of the level out of cobblestone, and I'm like, no, dude, that's not how it works. You're in creative mode. You don't have to use cobblestone. Anyway, so he had the idea for this, except it was on cobblestone and stuff. But, that is incredibly difficult. I cannot do this correctly. And sorry, guys, for the loudness of my keyboard. But what you have to do here is jump, which I cannot do for some reason. I cannot jump. This actually seems to be easier because of how quickly it respawns. Maybe I should make that one right there take longer, because then it'll be away for longer. You know what I'm saying, hopefully. Make it, like, when it's gone, make it gone for longer, rather than appearing. Okay, so what you have to do now is you have to reach down and flip that lever, and this just does that. I don't know why it would ever not be open. I guess if you're playing with a friend and the friend wants to troll with you, but other than that, it's always open, so I don't know why that's necessary. Okay, so here we are, and this is, I hate this one. It is incredibly difficult. You probably can jump over that. I don't know why you'd want to, but I just noticed that and decided to point it out. Closed. Open. Closed. Open. Closed. Open. Okay. So these will push you off into oblivion. Okay. Now these two are on different timers, so... And then you have to make this... Can you just sprint off? Nope. Alright then. But you guys saw that part, mainly. You just... Oops. I don't think it's possible for you to just run through completely. Actually, can these guys push you off? If they... Oh, they can. Okay. Never mind. But you just... Oops. I'm flying. Why am I still flying? Stop flying, buddy. Okay. I'm no longer flying, and you just jump out. And it's that simple. Then stage 2, level 4. Here we got the jump boost, and more jump boost, and then speed, which I am terrible at. Jump boost. Because you have to, like, use it quicker. I mean, not use it quicker. You have to jump sooner than you think because of the speed. I cannot make that jump for the life of me. This is... Out of the, like, 5 people who got this far, I'm pretty sure all of them dislike this level, including me. This jump is possible, I promise. But... it's just incredibly difficult, because most people don't parkour with speed, ever. Okay, I did it. Except, I think this jump is impossible. Okay, it is not impossible, but for me it is. Let's go back over here and see. I know this is a long video, by the way, guys. I have no idea exactly how long, but... is this jump even possible? Let me try something. Yeah, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4... It should be possible. Quad jumps. Okay, yeah, it's definitely possible. So, let's not change game modes and just do that. Then it's just a ladder, and then you're home free. So, we got another one of these. It's exactly the same as the one before, except I believe... Yeah, no, it's exactly the same. And I have not been teleported. So yeah, still some bugs, guys, but... you know, what can you do? Is this jump possible? Should be. I'm pretty sure everything's been tested. It's just, there have been less... Oh my goodness. I can't. Okay, I did that time, but this is pretty easy. But once again, this teleports you back there, so be careful. And I don't remember... oh, that's where you jump to. Okay, so that's a little bit difficult. Ben also came up with this, which honestly is a good idea. It's a pretty good idea, man. Oh, okay. So, you guys don't want to watch me fail a bunch, so I'm just going to fly over here and retry that jump. Which I made that time. And then this, you just have to go through the fence, which makes it slightly more difficult, and we'll come back to that in a minute. See? Here it is again. Actually, is that... What is this doing? I don't know. Anyway, here we have more TNT. And then we have glass, which... Oh, that's for the TNT again. So those ladders just kind of keep you from jumping straight, which is kind of tricky. Okay, maybe we don't have to go from a fence to a ladder on the side. Maybe that's just what I was thinking of. Lots of fences. We are obsessed with... Oh, here we go. Maybe this is what I was thinking of, probably. Not quite as difficult as what I was imagining. Did I say in imagining? That's not a word, Daniel. Yeah, this one is quite difficult. Particularly if you're me. And I had that, so I'm just gonna fly there. I just walked off of the tank. Now this, you're not supposed to jump onto the glowstone. There's a barrier block. And then... up there. Then here, more barrier blocks, which honestly don't really... Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about. It is possible... Oh, and I have it 3 wide down at the bottom, so it's good. Okay. For some reason. My heater just turned off, by the way, in case there was a sudden lack of noise. Where was I? I think I was right here. Oops. Down here. Yeah. You just have to do it, you know? Just do it. And up. And last one. Alright, I don't know why this is here. I guess if you wanted to go around again and risk your life, so you can say you did an extra jump for no reason. But... there we go. Did it. And I failed. Yay me! I'm gonna go back there and just gonna show you. It's exactly the same thing, except you go the other way around it. Then you just jump up there. This is to keep you from... I don't know what it is to keep you from, honestly. I think it's to keep you from... I honestly don't know. Ah, I can't land on this ladder. I think it's to keep you from jumping from here, which wouldn't make any sense since you can't sprint as well on ladders, but... And that is the end of all we've done. So we're almost halfway through with making stage 2. And once we're done with stage 2, then we're almost halfway done with making the map. But, yeah, as you guys saw, here's this. I have no idea how long I've been recording. It's obviously been a lot more than 8 minutes and 45 seconds, but... Credits house, the under construction zones, and... once again, showing off this, because it is pretty cool. You don't think about it all that often. Actually, I should probably... How do I get back to the hub? There's not a way at the moment, I guess. So, I'm gonna go ahead and show off everything that everyone did. I did that. I did all of the floating words in the map ever. Matt and Ben did that. Actually, it might have just been Ben, I don't know. But as far as I know, Matt and Ben did that. It was Matt's idea to have, like, these different kind of platforms out. And Ben did, like, the architecture on them and made it look all cool, as well as the bridges. But it was generally Matt's idea to have, like, the different colors off. And, you know, his idea. Ben made it look cool. Ben made this entire house. I did the island. And there's actually some redstone down on that island. He did the well. I did the redstone under here. And the signs. Because if Ben had done those, you would have known, because there would be no capitals. And there'd probably be... Out of the, 12 or so words here, he would probably have misspelled 16 of them. I know it doesn't make sense, but neither does Ben. So yeah, that's what they did there. I obviously did the redstone that does all this. I did all command blocks. I had some of them, like, I had Matt at some points just change some numbers, some coordinates in them, but I did the design for this, which is why it doesn't look as cool as Ben's. Ben did this entire middle tunnel and the ends, but I did these smaller things off to the side. Does this actually work? Of course it doesn't. But that teleports you to another thing like this, or it will. An exact replica of this tunnel, except the blocks will be yellow because it's stage 2. Let me do this. So if you guys were here just for the actual parkour part, now it's the time to leave, because now I'm just going to be going through a lot of the redstone I did, and all the levels I made, except for, I'm pretty sure the ones I mentioned Ben on, where they were his ideas, like the one where the fences are blocking your path, and the one with a lot of pistons, and like the punching wall from Wipeout, pretty much. This is no longer in effect on purpose, I believe. Yeah. But, here is the timer system. And then this is what adds the time and whatnot. Whoops, I just hit my microphone again. Or I hit the pop filter on it and it shook the boom arm, which my microphone is on. But that's, and then there are just these teleport you back to the hub and whatnot. This, for some reason, is not on. These give you saturation, weakness, and resistance. Same thing on this side. Saturation, weakness, resistance, so you won't actually take damage from falls, and you can't punch people, and so your food stays full. This is the command blocks for teleporting you back if you've fallen a certain distance, and you guys can pause the video and look at how I do all that. There's this, and then that, and that, and that, and that. Or you can get on the server when I'm on, and I can give you a personal tour, which I'm not on all that often. That is the same thing as that. And then over here, we got quite a bit. These are all the same thing, just personalized for each stage. Let's not look at that one, because that one doesn't work. The first one does not work. It will change it no matter what. Change your stages completed, no matter what. But the other ones will only change it if you have finished the one before it. So this one, it tests if you're within 5 blocks, it tests if you have completed the first level, and make sure you have not completed the second one already. If that is true, then it will set yours to 2, and this command block resets that command block, so the comparator will be off. And then this does the in-chat thing, the player, and then it does the player has finished level 2, and then this teleports them. That's about all the redstone here. Let's go over the redstone here. There is a lot more here than you might think at first. First of all, in here, it's just a bunch of tell raw things for the credits, and then it does a space in between each one. So this is where it starts. It sets the block right here to air, so there can't be 2 running at the same time until it's ended. But that's why if you're standing on the pressure plate, when it comes back, it'll restart. This just does all the credits, and then a space after it, and then over here, this places the redstone back. And that's it. Basically, I just hit the boom armor again because I'm great about that. Down here, we have this clock, which, first of all, what it does is tests if there's a player within 50 blocks. If there is, it will teleport them to the spawn. It sets the time to night because, honestly, it looks coolest at night. And it will set the player into game mode 2. Up here, this is the redstone for the start game. When you stand on that block, it will, this will do the particles for anyone standing at those coordinates. This will play the sound for anyone standing at those coordinates. And this will give the nausea to anyone standing at those coordinates. This right here will teleport anyone standing at those coordinates to these coordinates. And that determines which way they're facing when they get teleported. I think that's all the redstone here. That might actually be all the redstone in the map. There are barrier blocks everywhere, so don't worry about falling off. You have to go out 100 blocks in any direction to fall. So, be free. And as you can see, I went within 50 blocks and it teleported me back. I think that's about all the redstone. Oh, wait. All of it except for one very important part. Okay, so here we have quite a bit of redstone. But it's basically the same thing that you guys saw at the spawn, but I did make this before I made the one at spawn. It just teleports you, plays the particles, plays the sound, gives you nausea if you're standing at the place to be teleported to. And this one and this one alone gives you weakness, saturation, and fire resistance because of all the lava in there, so you won't die. Although once the fire resistance goes away, you will die. But, yeah, it's the same up here except for stage 2, which is not done yet, as you can see. But all in all, this map has taken an incredibly long time to make. It has probably taken, I can't even put a number on it, but it has, I started making this map last summer, near the beginning of last summer. We didn't work on it in a while, for a very long time, for like 6 months or so, but maybe 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. But we stopped working on it for a while, and I found the file on my computer, and I brought it back. And we revamped everything. If you go back, guys, go back to when I first announced this, and my first video on it, everything was so much different, and I think it's a lot cooler. But, you guys might not. I think we didn't do anything to the actual parkour rooms, but we did a lot to the spawn, or the hub, and we did a lot to this. But, I think that's going to end this episode, guys. I'm pretty sure I've went over everything. You guys can see the plugins we have, which will not be needed once we change this to just a map. You won't need it to be on a server, or you won't need plugins or anything, but that's just the plugins we have to make it easier. And this is for the server, for people who play on it. As you guys can see, there's been quite a few things broadcasting. Command Watcher, holographic displays, and world edit selection visualizer, which basically lets you see which areas you've selected in this red outline. But, I think that's about it, guys. Sorry for the long video. I just figured you guys might want to see what the parkour server is actually like. The server is now, I guess, in beta 1.1.2. Actually, that says alpha, so I guess it's still alpha. But, you know, are alphas ever open to the public? Whatever, this is an open alpha where anyone can join if they want. And I will put the what am I trying to say? The IP to the server down in the description, and it is, that's not how you spell parkour. habsparkour.mcpro.co. That is it. I think that's all. I've said that like probably 30,000 times by now. Not really, but yeah. That's gonna end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Nothing looks as pretty on the outside as it does on the inside, does it? But, yeah, that's gonna be all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!